are you today? What I wanted to do a reading on today. I have a new setup. I hope you like it. Trying to make it easier for you to see the cards and make it look pretty. So this is one of my favorite crystals. So nice. It's a Lemurian quartz. And so I'm going to leave it here for the reading. And I'm just going to shuffle on camera as I talk about what the reading is for going to go over today. So what I'd like to address is how to maneuver feelings of shame when you're trying to work in the world. It's something that survivors of trauma struggle with, is showing up and being proud of who they are, and not having really strong confidence and giving themselves permission to just even be there. Okay. So this could be any kind of abuse, not just sexual abuse. It could be any abuse. Trauma of being an adult child of an alcoholic, of being neglected, of having a narcissistic parent who didn't see you. Those kinds of things can make you not feel safe pursuing your own goals, your own dreams. And so you might feel like you're trying to, when you put yourself out there and you try to take concrete steps to meet your goals, you feel ashamed and you start self-flagellating and saying things like, oh, aren't I so stupid? That was the dumbest thing to say. Oh my God, they think I'm an idiot. Those kinds of behaviors, which could have kept us safe when we were younger. Most likely they did, but now that doesn't serve us. So what I'd like to do is explore that and ways to move past it. So first I'm going to draw cards for 3 groups. It'll be past, present, future, and one will be with the Rider-Waite. So, and the Rider-Waite is great because it's the original tarot deck and it's more 3D. It's more human with the emotions and everything that go with being human. So those are the first 3. And then one of the ways that I get grounded, and I recommend you get grounded, anybody actually, not just survivors of trauma, is to be out in nature and taking advantage of all the unconditional love and guidance that appears in nature from our friends, our animal friends, our winged friends, our plant friends. There's all kinds of spirits there that warm our souls, give us signs, lend their strength. So I'm going to pull some cards from the Woodland Wardens deck, which is an oracle deck. And, oops, that didn't work too well. And so with the Woodland Wardens deck, it really is about what are the animals and plants around us saying to help us in our human quests. Right, so let's do that. These will be clarifying cards for the Rider-Waite, and they'll help us come up with strategies. And then I have the Starseed Oracle deck as well, which is a beautiful deck. as well, and it will also lend wisdom and give ideas of places to pray to, of spirits to pray to. Of course, I always recommend praying in a way so that you don't unconsciously or consciously draw in negative energy. Want to find those energies that are like Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, service to others, unconditional love. I'm not trying to leave any groups out. Those are just the things that are coming up for me right now. I personally felt that Jesus helped me so much when I was a kid, and so I love Jesus. But I'm not saying you have to be a, born again Christian. Obviously, these decks aren't for born again Christian anyway, but that Doobie Brothers song, Jesus is Just All Right With Me. That's me. I love Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And so anyway, these cards are really nice for uplifting advice. And then after that, I will look at the behavioral barometer for each deck and try to just generally pinpoint where those feelings are stuck for you. And then we'll look at another aspect of using plants would be using essential oils. And we can look at the essential oil wheel for each deck to see what oil might help you to take positive steps and get unstuck. So here are the 3 piles. Here are the 3 piles right here. And here are the stones for each pile. There we go. Right here. I don't remember the name of this one, but it's so pretty. This is copper. It's a stone that just has copper in it. And this is a rose quartz. So I invite you to pause the video and pick which pile resonates for you, and we'll be right back. Hello, this is pile number A. And if you know what the stone is, isn't it so pretty? Let me know if you were drawn to this stone and these cards. Let's see what the cards have to say about how to negotiate feelings of shame when you are showing up. It's so debilitating, really. When you're showing up, you're doing what you need to do to get ahead or just do your job, and you're overcome with feelings of shame, and you start to belittle yourself and just be your own worst enemy. So let's see what the cards have to say about it. So I'll do past, present, future with the Rider-Waite, and then with these cards we'll do clarification oracle cards, ways of reaching out to, this is the Woodland Harvest cards, reaching out to the animal and plant kingdom for support and guidance. And then these are the Starseed oracle cards, reaching out to the spirit world, the service to others, unconditional love, spirit world. for assistance. And then I will also use the behavioral barometer to see where that feeling is located generally. And we'll also look at what essential oils generally may help you to move forward with a little more ease and grace. I just tested myself for citrus bliss, and I'm feeling a lot lighter for sure. I love how the essential oils bring the vibration up. Again, this is just a general reading, and if you're new to my channel, I'm an intuitive. I call myself the intuitive botanist, and I have been through lots of trauma. And these are just some of the tools that I've used and learned about in all my trainings and used with myself and my clients to get into a better space. So let's look at it. Past, we have for you the Four of Wands. And so you may feel that you've just been kind of holding on or stagnating. There's the city, your back's turned to the city, so you're not necessarily interacting, building anything more. You're just kind of staying with what you already have and holding on to it. So in the present, looks like we have the Two of Wands, and for you, what this means is that in the present, you're poised to be this person. You're poised to be, let me do it like that, a person of influence, actually. See, they're dressed well, has the world in his hand, and is ready to pick up a wand. Wands are spiritual thoughts. They're fiery, they're action. So it looks like in the past you were holding on. Here your passion is burning, your fire is burning, you're ready to go forward. And so this is when something might show up that might thwart that fire. Nice. And so in the future, what we're looking at for you is temperance. And so this is a major arcana card in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And temperance is a positive card. It's saying that good things are on the way, that you're divinely guided, your intuition is on point, your emotions are balanced, you're charting a path to your future, but it's far away still. But you're buoyed by the beauty of nature. You're grounded, 1 foot in the water. So you're in this really balanced state to move to your new future. The temperance says it's going to take time for you to accomplish it. Whatever it is you're setting out to do. If it is just creating a new, more positive mindset, and instead of sitting there and not necessarily pushing yourself or doing extra or pursuing your dreams, like this person's very comfortable, but may feel dissatisfied because they're not pursuing their dreams. Here it looks like you've decided to go for your mission, a spiritual mission, because the wands are about spirituality, and the temperance is saying yes, go for it. So hold on a second. I hear something cooking and I need to check on that. It's not mine, but it's on a timer. Okay. All right, sorry about that. It's on a timer, so it's not gonna decombust or something. So this is good. So it looks like whatever emotions were keeping you from moving forward, if you felt the shame or the belittling thoughts or whatever, for you, those thoughts might have been more like, well, you know, you have it good. You should be just satisfied with, you know, your job as a clerk or a middle manager or teacher or something that you're not personally excited about, but you have security. But notice how this person isn't engaged, okay? And here, what you're doing in the present is you're starting to realize there's other things that really light you up and that you could contribute in an even more profound way to the world by listening to what your calling is. Now, if you don't really know what your calling is, that's okay. We don't always know what our calling is. I personally have probably gone through 10 or 12, and right now I think I've hit it, because this is just what feels like finally I'm united. So it takes a while sometimes. What it is, and how to know, is when you're really excited about something and you feel congruent. You don't feel like just staying and holding. You feel like you're ready to move forward. Your eyes are on the greater picture, and you're also responding to what would really make the world a better place. Here, you're not really concerned about the world that much. You're just kind of taking what the world has to offer you. This is quite a profound shift, and I'm proud of you for considering it. And you will be guided and protected. This is Archangel something. I don't think this book knows which Archangel it is. 14. So this says, find your center. That's your sweet spot. When you operate from that center, you're finding your flow and moving through the world with grace. Yeah. So that's great. So let's see. What could help you move from holding and moving? Again, you're not going to be moving like really drastically, but you're going to be taking steps every day to find what your passion is. It could be as simple as volunteering. It could be a career change. And what's different is, you see, this guy is not facing the city, and here he is, and he's looking out at the water. So it looks like 2 months' time, you're going to have a really good idea that these 2 months you could volunteer, you could check out different things and come into a feeling of temperance. So what would the animal and plant world say to you as you embark upon this path? You're a leader. You're a born leader. So here you're not leading, you're just sitting. And that's why this is here. This is the position of a leader, thinking. So you have the bear and cedar, leadership. So you are a leader. You will be charting a path. So the opossum and peony say bashfulness. And so what I'm sensing from this is as you move from this position to here, and here too, you're going to be feeling bashful about it. You're going to feel, when you feel really passionate about something and you start to self-actualize, you'll feel shy and bashful. It'll feel awkward. But just to hold steady and be patient with yourself. Maybe don't tell everybody about it. Maybe just go do your work with the group that you're meant to work with and test it out for a little bit. Maybe don't tell your family what you're doing. And that'll keep those bashful feelings from overriding your passion. Yeah, and the skunk in magnolia is saying the same thing. The skunk is saying you're going to have to protect yourself because you were born a leader, but you have been this. Okay? So you were born to be a great leader, and you've been a good provider. This is good. You've been secure and everything, but you're supposed to be an individual. But you need protection, okay? Part of your path is to move past these feelings of bashfulness. So you may have been made fun of by your family, like I was, whenever I tried something new. If I was remarkable, exemplary at something, that was embarrassing. I mean, it was just embarrassing anyway, all the time with my family. And it made it really hard for me to be even in the world. So let's see what the bear and the cedar have to say in the book, The Woodland Wardens. The bear and cedar call us to be powerful but benevolent, embodying the qualities of a great leader. Bears are emperors of the woodland and guardians of the forest. Paired with cedar, a plant known for its healing, protective, and cleansing qualities, this card invites us into mature authority. That's so cool. And that's kind of what's happening. This is a path of maturing. So how can I be a better leader? The spirit of the bear is guiding you to leadership opportunities and reminding you to rule with fairness and care. When you get thrust into those leadership opportunities, remember the bear. Well, that's fun. You can watch YouTube videos about the bear and just really connect with the bear. How fun is that? This, I'm sure we don't need to belabor this because we probably know that feeling state pretty well of being bashful and shy. Okay. And we all know what skunks do to protect themselves. They have that Pepe Le Pew odor to protect themselves. And yeah, what have you developed to protect yourself? You see this guy here, he's got quite the look on his face. He's kind of resigned. Do you want to go talk to him? Because I don't. I just want to leave him alone. Okay. This guy, you want to talk to him? Yeah, you're like, what's going on, dude? What are you thinking about? What's going on? I want to follow him. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on for you there. And let's see what the Oracle Starseed cards say about you. Okay. So Sirius energy is bringing harmony and balance to you. Sirius is the constellation or the star. Is it the dog star? I don't know, but at night, for sure, you could ask for messages from that energy to bring harmony and balance. That's interesting because we have this. This is the card of harmony and balance, temperance. So, Sirius energy. Huh. Do I have the book? I do. Let's see. Sirius energy. Messenger. Messenger MH92. You are part of the lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet, to returning time and again to see the light, the crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine. Masculine. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Masculine. To usher deep reverence back in. That's interesting. A rebalancing of the masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. A returning of the sacred union within. So I just think this is amazing because of this is 2. And 2 is about balance. And let's say this is these 2. This is feminine and this is masculine. So he's deciding to take action. So, interesting. Let's see what the next card is. Let me know how this resonates with you too, if it does resonate. If it doesn't resonate, feel free to just, pick another card or... yeah, so, okay, so this is cracked open. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And so this is, I think, you've moved past this. Because to get from here to here, you had to have some kind of a spiritual awakening during COVID or something. So, and some type of a surrender. And again, and the great severing, we got that card, which is softening to love. Not really sure. So maybe anger, conflict has kept you in this place. You don't want to, you want to avoid conflict. And so you've stayed in this place. So what this is saying to me is you're afraid that if you go into this place, you're going to hit conflict. and anger. And Mars energy is Wands energy. So if you go into this place, you're going to have conflict, and you don't want that, okay? You don't have to have it. You can soften to love. And that's this one. So this is a balance of action and receptivity, and you're going to be channeling your intuition. See, that third eye is wide open. And your emotions are balanced. 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the water. So know that you will be guided, and remember, who's going to teach you is the bear. Okay, and what does the bear do if the bear's angry? Either it will attack, but most of the time the bear is going to just walk away. Okay, so there you go. So I hope that is helpful and you enjoyed it. Please let me know. Oh, wait, I was going to do a couple more things, right? Anyway, please let me know if it resonated for you. And let's just talk about real quickly where this Four of Wands holding energy came on. So with the behavioral barometer was, let's try and find that. So conscious, subconscious, body level. So it looks like it was a body level coping mechanism. So that means it was something that you did and learned and made concrete as a holding pattern in either infancy or early childhood. So where are we here? Indifference, separation, 1 through 4, 5 through 8, 1. I'm muscle testing. 1 through 4, 1, 2, 3. Feeling unimportant. Oh, that's such a hard feeling to have. Feeling unimportant. Well, that can really dampen the fire, right? That's like throwing water on a fire. And again, this is a general reading, so this may or may not be true, but let's just see what would be the age of cause for this group. For feeling unimportant. Would it be a past life? Would it be childhood? Yes. Okay, so we got childhood, 0 to 10, 5 to 10, 0 to 4. So sometime in that 0 to 4 range, and I'm not going to go any deeper. I wouldn't in a 1-to-1. And we could find out if it was grandparents, mother, father, siblings, school, that kind of thing. But just knowing and giving yourself a big, big, huge hug, actually, because as a child, with your, brain not being fully developed, you figured out a pattern how to keep yourself safe in the world. At 4, and it really, really stayed with you for a long time. So the flip side of it is unified and feeling oneness. Brave, feeling brave, and feeling encouraging to other people. See how those are the qualities of a leader. So that's pretty cool. Now let's see what essential oil might help. Assuming we're on the positive side of the wheel for taking the next steps. Is it this category 1 through 6, 7 through 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Feeling trust. Feeling trust. 1 through 5 or 6 through 10. 1 through 5, 6 through 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Wow. So to work with the feelings of trust and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, the blend Clary Calm would be helpful. So that is called Women's Blend. It is a really nice blend. And what it does is it encourages warmth in relationships, stabilizes physical and emotional imbalances, and fosters emotional intimacy. It's a perfect blend for supporting pregnancy and child delivery. And it helps people to be open and vulnerable. It eases the fear of rejection. And it's a great emotional stabilizer. It helps you with temperaments. Feel free to leave a comment below if this resonated. Okay, so here we are. This is pile number B, and this is a beautiful copper stone with all the little veins of copper in it. So pretty. So this pile is, I don't know, we'll see what happens, but what we're going to be doing now is we're going to look at first the Rider-Waite tarot deck to answer the question of when you're taking positive steps, going towards a dream or a project, and all of a sudden you do what you're supposed to do, you get something done, and you're just overcome by feelings of shame or self-doubt or some type of self-sabotage. Where does that come from? Why does it happen? We're going to look at the tarot spread with 3 cards, past, present, and future, and see what we can learn from it. So in the past position here, we have Queen of Pentacles. So in the past, it looks like you maybe had a mother or a woman in authority who was quite abundant, but held her abundance close to herself and may have been distant. So you may have been parented by a maternal figure who was wealthy, but see the bunny over there flitting around? She doesn't see the bunny. So she may have been wrapped up with money and material things and didn't see you as a child. So let's see what the... Yeah, so this is you in the present. Struggling. Here you are doing your best like a little bunny, running around, carrying a big load of all your different projects. You've tried really hard in the past to get her attention, and this pattern has continued into the present where you're working really hard, possibly carrying other people's hopes and dreams and aspirations and passions. And the good thing is this is a 10, and 10 indicates completion. Like this cycle is done. You're letting all these other people's wands, these are wands, the 10 of wands, down. You're not going to be carrying this load anymore. And this makes a lot of sense when you have it paired with the Queen of Pentacles. in order to get somebody's attention when they're distant or distracted, it's usually to do something that's really close to their sphere of influence so you get noticed. Okay, so it may not be something that's in integrity to you. It might not be something that really lights your fire, but it lights theirs, so they give you some attention and crumbs. But that leaves you feeling like you're just working for somebody else. Oh, look, and there's the future, the Empress, which is, looks like in the future, by you letting go of other people's projects and starting to focus on yourself, you become more like the Empress, which is the goddess of abundance. It's Virgo energy, sitting on that throne. And see, the difference between the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Pentacles is looking at the coin, and the Empress is looking out, and there's a crown of stars upon her head. She has a scepter that's has a bulb on it for radiating energy, and she's just filled with love and welcoming energy. And so you may have felt when you're working hard, this could also signify you working really, really hard, not being noticed, and you've decided to work hard for yourself. Maybe get more into receptive energy instead of working so hard. And there you are. You'll see a really positive change there. This looks like it's been a long time for you in your life where you felt disconnected from being noticed. You're completing the cycle, and in the future, it looks like you're much more secure and abundant and feeling seen and part of the greater picture. And the 10 indicates in the present, this cycle is coming to an end, completed. So next, what we'll explore to clarify this spread is oracle cards. And this is the Woodland Harvest Oracle cards. And so it's, how can you look towards our animal friends or bird friends and plant friends and allies for guidance and support? This is a time of great healing for you. So it says the deer and oat. So the deer, well, everybody loves seeing deer unless they're eating your garden or you're running into them with your car. But the grace of deer is just so wonderful to see them in the field or running. And magnificent if you see a deer with a rack like that. And the oats is such a healing plant. And so this is a symbol of healing and balance and a little nudge from the universe to drink oat straw tea or the oat heads. What are those called? Well, you can get oat straw tea or just oat groats tea. I forget what it's called right now. But anyway, both of them are very healing for the nervous system. And your nervous system can be fried, especially when you're trying to get somebody's attention. If this resonates for you, that's great. It may not. This is a general reading, and you're welcome to just skip the video if it doesn't work for you. But if it does, that's great, and I hope it helps. If you're working overtime to get noticed by someone, and it's important to you as a child to be noticed, it's proportional to your ability to survive. You need attention, right? It can be exhausting for your nervous system. And it sets your nervous system into a cycle where you have to always be on the alert. So this is telling you that soon you're going to be like the Empress. You won't have to worry about being noticed. And so it's time for you to heal and sit back with some oat straw tea or the oat heads. All I can think of is when you harvest the oats, and you crush them, they're milky. That's what it's called, milky oats. Those would be very nourishing to your nervous system and help you to heal. They're full of minerals, and that would be really healing for you. Part of the problem that you had when you were a child is you would get gaslit, maybe, or deceived into thinking that if you did something for somebody, then they would be your friend, or they would give you love, or they would make you a cake, or they would take you on an outing, or something like that. And so this is all moving out of your space with the 10 of Wands. It also can indicate a time component, 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months for it to leave your space. And while it is leaving, you're going to be presented with opportunities for you to jump back into that less honest place where you're doing things for somebody because you hope that it's going to get you noticed or loved, as opposed to just doing things because you like to do things. So this is all about, well, do I really want to do that or not? And looking at why you're doing things for people. Okay, so this is what this is about. So the coyote is very wily, and so people might be presenting to you with some coyote energy. So be alert to that. Okay, and then the datura trumpet vine is a weed. That's funny. It's a relative to Jimson weed. It's hallucinogenic, and even if you have a flower in your room at night, you can have wild dreams. So your dreams can be teachers, okay? Sometimes these dreams, when you're on datura, can be a little bit off course or really alerting you to something from your subconscious. So that's something to watch out for. And then we have the bat and hellebore. So it says intuition. So using your intuition is going to help a lot during this. I'm getting 10 weeks where you're just going to be, maybe people from the past will call you back up, and or new people at work or something. So be like the bat. Hang upside down before you decide to do something with somebody, and really, use the darkness of night to discern if you want to do that in the day. So sleep on it before you commit to anything. And I'm not sure what hellebore is about. So let's read on this one. This is number 19. I really like this set of cards by Jessica Rue, Woodland Wardens, and it's number 19. Bats are guardians of the night, representing dreams, visions, and the subconscious. It's so interesting because datura are dreams too. So you'll be getting a lot. This could be a great time to have a dream journal or just talk out loud into your phone and record what your dreams are. They show us how to access our mystical side. The hellebore is an unusual flower, blooming in the winter with downturned sepals. It resembles a cup being poured out, a symbol of emotional candor, which means being honest. Together, the bat and hellebore tell us to trust our intuition. So the hellebore, I think, isn't that the flower that blooms in the winter or in Hades? What is that? Anyway, basically, it's important for you to trust your gut before you go into a situation. So let's see what this one says. Oh, so this is the Starseed Oracles. And let's see, these cards are great for telling you what direction to look for in the cosmos for guidance. Okay. So this is telling you that this group B, came to Earth School to learn some life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. So there you are, jumping into Earth School. And so this is saying, because we pulled this card, that this is a soul lesson for you. So it's quite possible that you chose to have a mother who was emotionally distant. You had plenty of money, but not much attention. You really craved the attention, so you took on other people's projects. And this is a lesson for you that you're always connected to Source. You're always connected to who you are. And that you should, never really feel alone. And this is a great way for you to get more into this Empress energy, is to slow down and take time in nature. Waterfalls. Waterfalls are super healing. And the pulse of the mother. I mean, Empress is Mother Nature. So this is a great thing to do. Maybe go on and explore the waterfalls in your state this summer. Every week visit another waterfall, that kind of thing, and just get some nice healing from that. And know that you are a child of the cosmos and that the intelligence of the universe lies within you. You don't have to go outside of yourself to be recognized. You are already the Empress. You already are this person. So just releasing that should get you, feeling better. So where and what... If we look at the behavioral barometer, that can help us learn at what where in your body, mind, spirit, this energy is of taking on other people's energies and problems. Being an empath, because it hooks you into those people and hooks them back into you. So then it's like the energy of codependency. So let's see. Where did this happen? Now remember, this is just a general reading. So some of it might be right on, some may not. So take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate, just say, oh, that doesn't work. So this could work for you. I'm going to muscle test for this general group, for group B. Where did this energy, where on the behavioral barometer is this energy of looking for connection by taking on work, projects, people's problems, etc. Is it on the conscious level? And I'm going to muscle test. No, usually it's not, which is why it's super hard to shift without awareness of it. Subconscious? No. So even harder to shift. Body level, body level. So it's on your body level. Is it in the attunement and difference section? Yep. One is separation. No. So is it attunement? No. Is it indifference? Yes. 1 through 4, 5 through 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so what you're testing for, group B, is feeling disconnected. And so that's that energy I was reading here with the Queen of Pentacles and the little bunny running around, feeling disconnected from mommy. So, at what age period did that arise? Would it be 0 to 10? Early childhood? Yes. 0 to 5? Yeah. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So anywhere from that range of 3 to 5, feeling disconnected from mom. And so coming up with these ways of connecting to mom that helped you to be connected to her, but don't serve you anymore in your day-to-day life. So if we're doing a one-to-one session, we would go into this a little bit deeper, but this is a general reading. You want to go to feeling gentle with yourself and feeling an attunement, trusting, and open. So I am trusting, I am open. So that's kind of cool. And what essential oil, if you have essential oils or you're interested in them, essential oils can really help dramatically take away, release the amount of emotional charge on an issue so you can feel more in control. So where on the wheel are you? Positive? Negative? Oh. On this side, as a group, feeling negative. 1 through 6, nope. 7 through 12, yep. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is it 10? Yes. So that's this one, overwhelmed. And then I'll just test for number 1 through 6, 7 through 12. 1 through 6, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So fatigued, which is Basil. Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. So feeling disconnected can make you want to put out more effort to get noticed. And so then that just burns you out. You feel fatigued. And basil is a really good oil for helping to build energy. I like to use it right on my adrenal glands because I'm an empath and I'm working always on showing up for myself and not other people. And so basil's a big one for me. Basil, I'd like to put it right on my adrenal glands. I love pesto. I eat basil. I drink holy basil tea. So basil is a big one for, oh, yeah, it says it right there. The symptoms of adrenal exhaustion help identify the main moods that are improved with basil. So if you're under a great deal of mental strain, and that would be exactly what that would be like to be a kid, just, bebopping around like, what can I do next? What can I do so she will notice me? Remember, it wasn't your fault that she didn't notice you. Yes, I mean, spiritually, you probably did choose this, but still have compassion for yourself. Like, you choose your situation from a 5D place, right? Where you're like, oh, that'd be a good thing to learn and experience. But then once you're in it, you're experiencing the feeling of being disconnected from your mother, which can be threatening to your survival. So it's going to be exhausting to try and figure out a way to get her to see you. Okay? So that's no joke. Okay? So now what you're going to want to do, you could get some basil oil if you want. You can get basil oil from me. I have the best oils on the planet. And I'll put a link in the comments or the description if you would like some. It works really, really, really well. You can also use it for cleaning. So topically, you would apply it over your adrenal glands or on the bottom of the feet in the morning and before bed, and it works like a charm. So that's your reading, Pile B. I hope it was helpful. I wish you the best. I think you're going to do great. In 10 weeks, I see you there. 10 weeks at the end of the summer. Will summer be over in 10 weeks? May, June, July, August. Yeah, by August, you'll be sitting pretty. So, but take good care of yourself. Do plan a waterfall adventure every weekend, every week. And then tell me about it, okay? Oh, that would be the best. I'll try and do it myself. And post some pictures of it. Be watchful for the wily coyotes. Trust your intuition and drink oat straw tea. If you want to, you can get basil oil from me or somebody else. Yeah, and I wish you the best. Leave a comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And see you in August. It is working. Hello, welcome to pile number C with this beautiful rose quartz heart. Welcome, beautiful souls. And I invite you to look at your pile and consider how you might be self-sabotaging your success with behaviors that you learned a while ago that no longer work for you. So let's see what the oracle cards and the tarot cards have to say. I'm going to do a past, present, future the oracle cards, and the tarot cards. This is the Rider-Waite deck. And here we have the Three of Cups in the past position. And to me, this looks like the coping strategy would be partying, celebrating, getting together with friends. Regardless of what you want to do, you just kind of go along with your friends and do whatever your friends are doing, because at least you're safe there and you're having fun, which is totally fun. I get it. In the present, what you're looking to do is actually step out on your own as the Fool. It's called the Fool, but it's not really. The Fool is such an amazing card to have in the deck. The Fool has everything he or she needs in that little pouch there. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So the Fool knows how to navigate life. It's just that the Fool has never done this particular adventure before. So it's just like stepping off into a brand new adventure. It looks like he's just about to step off the cliff. It's a brand new day, and everything's going to go great for the Fool. And in the future position, it looks like things really work out for you. This looks like a younger version of you, or more less mature version of you, growing into learning how to manifest success and material things like food or shelter or money in a positive way. And there you are. So it looks like you learn, of course, how to do that by letting go of this self-sabotaging behavior of partying, possibly addictions, over drinking, that kind of thing. So how could our animal and plant friends guide you along the way? I think this is the one to do first. So we have the Hound and the Pear. And wow, this is great because it's really asking you to look at, what am I being loyal to right now? Am I being loyal to this? Am I the partying, the friends? Or am I being loyal to myself and being in integrity and authentic with myself? And this is really going to affect, this is your journey from today into tomorrow, to be loyal to who you are, what you want to do. What animal will help you to be loyal is the wolf. It's funny you got the Hound and the wolf. The wolf is all about, in this case here, guardianship and guarding your energy and your time and your dreams, because they're sacred. One of the things when I was partying a lot, I felt like I had no dreams, or that they really didn't matter, because what mattered was where we were going to go with our friends, where we were going to go, what we were going to drink, or where we were going to go explore, that kind of thing. And any dreams that I had just never got any attention because I was probably exhausted or hungover. So same thing with this. The wolf is asking you to be conscious of where your time and your energy and your focus goes. And that will help you on your journey from the Fool to the Page of Pentacles. It's also asking you to take advantage of the ability of the plants to support you and your vibration and your nutrition, because rose will, one, increase your frequency and your vibration. Two, it has loads of vitamin C. So grab some rose hips and make some tea with it. Drink it with a little honey, and you'll feel nourished and stronger. You'll have better immunity, and that will be a nice substitute for anything else that you were putting in your cup. It will help your liver because of the high antioxidants in it, and it will help you to break any addictions that you have. The rose is a very powerful plant. And this is the cool card that keeps wanting to come out to tell you that this is all going to be worth it. You're going to grow from being, it's so silly to say it, but the caterpillar into the butterfly and the snowdrop. And so what's so cool about the snowdrop is have you ever seen one? They're one of the first flowers to come up in the spring, and they are so beautiful. And they're able to withstand really cold temperatures and come up and bloom. And so what this is telling me is that you also have been able to withstand cold temperatures yourself emotionally and be the bloom and be the loving person that you are. Your motivation in being with your friends and partying is to show them love and to be appreciated. And now that you're going to turn it towards yourself, you're going to be that person who's able to have material stability for yourself, and then you'll be able to accomplish more in the world that way, which is so cool. And how can you do that? One, this card came up, loosen your grip, which is all about letting go of the coping mechanisms that you have so that you don't feel the void inside you. So that void inside you is that part of you that's saying, I said I'd go to the park with our friends and drink beers and everything, and even though part of me said today I was going to maybe make myself a salad and I was going to write in my journal and I was going to write my budget up. But you let it go. You didn't do that, and you decided to go and be with your friends and drink. So what this card is saying is let go of having to party with your friends and drink. Instead, start letting God into your life. You might want to start using the 23rd Psalm, which is such a great psalm to ask to say. What this is saying as well is to trust the timing and know that this wave that you came in on is perfect. Like, you were meant to learn about this coping mechanism because you're going to help other people who started to wake up and realize that they were not following their dreams, and you're going to be able to help other people let go of their addictions because of the work you're doing. So to trust that timing and not to self-sabotage yourself and say, oh, I can't do this. I'm just going to go out. I'm just going to do it. Instead, what you want to do is trust that wave that's cast you on a different shore, and realize it's going to bring you greater love and success. Okay. And when you land on the different shore, you're going to find these places to give you more power and energy that's different than energy from using addictive substances. Instead, you're going to get that clean, pure energy from the earth, from power places and ley lines, and trust where you're led. So how do you find these places? Usually they'll be on a trail, in a park, or in a national park, something like that, an ocean, where there will be a lot of energy from the earth to sustain you when you're going through this transition time. I hope that's helpful. And where did this arise for you on the behavioral barometer? To be honest with you, I already recorded this and tested through this, but I forgot to hit record. So I tested already for this. I'm re-recording it. And as a group, for you, Group C, I tested that you were on no choice here, which is unconscious level. So this pattern of being codependent, looking for approval in unhealthy attachment to substances, and celebrating with other people who also had that unhealthy attachment, celebrating with people that became your bond, like drinking is your bond, drinking buddies, that kind of thing. That group of people, and all of you in this group, felt when you were in your toddler age that you had no choice about how to feel oneness and attunement, equality, enthusiasm, and acceptance. There was no choice. The only way that you could do that was by being codependent. Or what does that mean when you're codependent? It means that you do not self-actualize as a child. Instead, you do whatever your parents are doing, or acquiescing to them, sensing their feelings instead of your own, so that you're safe and you get some attention, food, shelter, whatever it is, wherever that road led you as a child. And it worked. It was good. It was a good thing for you to do then. But as you're an adult, it's time for you to reparent yourself through it, so that you can do something instead of just partying, which isn't bad, but you're on a path to gain material success, which isn't a bad thing. You're going to be, see how this stars or pentacle or coin is lifted up to the sky? It's just thinking, the person's just thinking about this. It's really because they're thinking about, wow, how can I put that to good? How can I put that to use for the greater good? And that's what you're doing. You're learning how to put your thoughts and actions and time into something for the greater good. It's a good thing. So what essential oil would work? And I already tested all this. Like I said, I forgot to hit record before. And it is recording now. Yay. And I got Tamer oil, and that helps people to integrate their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. And I like to use Tamer on my belly button. It comes pre-diluted in a roller ball. And this is a roller ball. I don't have it on me, the Tamer, but I have, here's one. This is a different one. It's called Pursue. And so with roller balls, they're pre-diluted. And so you can just roll them on like that. There we go. You can just roll them on just like that. And they're pre-diluted and all ready to go. So Tamer is one of my favorite ones to have in my purse because it helps with digestion. You roll it on and then you sniff it. And yeah, Tamer's a great one. It has spearmint, a Japanese peppermint, ginger, parsley seed, and black pepper. And it really helps with feelings of codependency. It helps to focus on tending to your own feelings as opposed to the groupthink and your well-being. Ask you to trust your instincts and have the confidence to choose what is best for your own life. So that's a really cool oil. I love that one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in oils, let me know. I do provide readings and energy work. If you'd like to book one with me, you can contact me through the description below. And I really appreciate you watching this. Please let me know if it helped. And I hope you have a most wonderful night. Thank you. Bye.